How's everybody doing? Welcome to an edition of the Holy On Sports Podcast. This is your host, E. How have y'all been? Hope y'all enjoying your fourth. Hope y'all enjoying your fourth. Family, loved ones, be careful with those fireworks. Getting your drink on. That's what I'm doing. A little bit of vodka and juice. But I ain't gonna spill y'all with that too much. I'm gonna go ahead and cut right on to it. Is the ACC finished? That's my question for anybody watching this live or recorded. Is the ACC done? Is this conference? Is this the beginning of the end? That's my question for everybody. Oh yeah, before I continue further, shout out to all 87 of my subscribers. I'm gonna keep growing. I appreciate anybody that be rocking with me. I don't be saying much, but somebody want to hear what I got to say, so I'm gonna go ahead and say it. But that's the question for tonight: is the ACC done? As you all know, last week, Pac-12 schools, USC, Southern California, the real USC as they say, and UCLA put their bid in to go into the Big Ten. I believe it's in 2024. I believe. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments. Bottom line is they're leaving the Pac-12, headed to the Big Ten. And it's been whispers for years that there are going to be two super conferences with 20 teams apiece. As y'all know, last year for the SEC, Texas and Oklahoma headed there. So it begs the question: is the ACC finished? Or will they survive this? Me personally, I believe they can, but they're going to be one of the bottom tier conferences. The Pac-12 is done, and the Big 12 is done to me. They're finished. They're done. But the ACC is not out of the neck of the woods. You must know, if Maryland can be poached, that got left in 2014, you can be poached again. So what people around here are worried about: what happens to our schools? What happens to the rivalries? What happens to the ACC? Honestly, and I'm going to just be real when I say this, if you're a school in the ACC and you have the ability to leave, I'll leave. It's every school for themselves right now, if we're keeping it a buck. It's every school for themselves. North Carolina, if you got a way out, I'm rolling out. That's all it is to it. Damn the commissioner. Dang. Swafford left Jim Phillips, am I getting his name right? The new commissioner of ACC, he left him a mess, didn't he? He got out just in the nick of time. Hey, I'm out. NIL heating up. Conference expansion going. Here you go, Jim. Take that. I'm out. I'm out this piece. Swafford said, I don't want none. Let you handle that. But does the ACC survive? I believe the ACC conference will still be together, but what I don't believe is it's going to be the same members that we're used to. See, the conference expansion, people got to understand, because there's just all over the internet, people throwing out names of teams and all types of stuff. they're not paying attention to it. When it comes to conference expansion, it's about a conference expanding their footprint. What school can we get where our conference is not in that region right now? Well, you'll say, how come? Well, why come the SEC went after Oklahoma and Texas? Didn't they have Texas A&M? Is that comp? Yeah, but Texas Longhorns is a very big brand, and I ain't even got to say nothing about Oklahoma. Their footprint wasn't right there. That made all the sense of the world. So it's all about expanding footprint. Let's look at the ACC on the Big Ten hand and the SEC hand. Let's be honest. I'm gonna start with the Big Ten first. The Big Ten could take a look at either North Carolina, maybe Virginia, Clemson, or Florida State. Those are areas where their footprint isn't right now. If we're being honest. And if I'm Clemson, if the Big Ten comes calling, you pick the phone up. You pick the phone up. Florida State, Big Ten comes calling, you pick the phone up. You listen. You will be a fool not to. They come calling, you listen. Virginia, Big Ten comes calling, you listen. They'll definitely listen. Don't let nobody fool you. What happened to the Lions? What happened to the ACC, Big Ten, Pac-12 Alliance? This is a real life version of college conference alignment and survivors. Yeah, we're all in alliance. Oh yeah, by the way, Big Ten, we're going Pac-12, we're going to take two of your best guys and bring them on over here. What happened to the ACC, Pac-12, Big Ten alliance? That went up in smoke. That went up in smoke. That was the end of that. No Big Ten, Pac-12 alliance. And ACC. That's done. How long did that last? Maybe a year, maybe. It's over with. Who would the SEC want? A lot of people say Clemson because the football thing. Here's the problem with that. I get it as far as football. That doesn't expand their footprint. They already have South Carolina in the SEC. North Carolina to the SEC sounds very intriguing. Expands their footprint. Got a pretty decent football program. Really helps them on the basketball side. You don't think North Carolina would listen to that call? Now, me, honestly, if it happened, I think North Carolina fits the Big Ten more than they fit the SEC, being honest. But it wouldn't matter because if the SEC comes calling, they're going to listen. They're going to listen. I'm telling you right now what's going on in the ACC. It's every school for itself, and some people going to get left out in the cold. Wake Forest, Duke, said it. State, I said it. Boston College, Syracuse. Some gonna get left out in the cold. All about the almighty dollar. They add more teams. You know what? The Big Ten's new TV deal could be. It already outpaces the ACC. Once they added USC and UCLA, and if they're able to add more ACC schools, it's going to blow it out the water. This is all driven by money. Everybody crying about it's going to kill tradition. You know what kills tradition? That dollar. The dollar kills tradition. Damn some tradition. Cut me my check. That's what that's about. It's not about the hell with some tradition. Now, I know it hurts us as local fans. We grew up on this stuff. We grew up on these rivalries. Damn a rivalry. It's all about money. Dang. Hate it for NC State. Y'all finally got a squad that could win the ACC. They're gotten rid of divisions. Now it's all about to fall apart. Oh, y'all finally got a team that can win. Now they about to the whole conference might be about to get killed. Oh man, the life of a NC State fan. Couldn't be it. Wouldn't want to be it. But is the ACC finished? There's one way, and I doubt it happens. There's one way you can survive this ACC. You got to go to Notre Dame, mafia style, and say, you're joining this conference or else. As a football member, you're joining or else. And if they don't want to join, cut bait. Cut bait. That's the only way. The only way the ACC survived this is that if Notre Dame comes on as a full-time football member. Will they do it? Don't think so. Matter of fact, when it was the pandemic happened, I didn't like that. They were able to play within the conference. They should have been left out right in there. You want to play in this conference, you need to come on as a full member. When Notre not do that, well, Notre Dame, Fighting Irish, take your green shit, roll on. Get on out. That, like, for real, bounce. But that's the only way the ACC survives this. The only way the ACC is going to survive is that they have to go to Notre Dame, and either you got to come on as a full-time football member, or cut bait. Cut bait. You got to cut bait. You understand? Well, what's the point? And we all know, everybody all knows that football, Rev is driving all this stuff. Football is driving all this stuff. And to their credit, when the ACC was first poaching teams, the reason they brought on a Miami and a Virginia Tech was to help football. They didn't think neither one of them were going to fall off, and Florida State was going to fall off. Those were supposed, Virginia Tech, Miami, and Florida State was supposed to be your top three every year, at least competing for a national title. Neither one of them do it now. None of them. None of them do it. Maybe Mario Cristobal can turn Miami around, but none of them do it right now. Notre Dame is the key to the ACC surviving. It's Notre Dame. And the time to ask them, honestly, I think they're about 3-4 years too late of doing that, but there ain't no time like the present. You need to go ask them right now. Hey, either you on board or you're not. Simple as that, Notre Dame. Either you on board or you're not. You got to make sure that you can't, this is the time Jim Phillips, you can't leave no stone unturned. Like, not a one, if you want this conference to survive. But if I'm North Carolina, I'm Clemson, I'm Virginia, I'm Florida State, I'm Miami, oh yes, I'm picking up the phone and I'm asking. I'm talking. Well, B, what about the grant of rights? Yeah, I know it doesn't run out about 20, 35, 36, about a good little ways. With the money they were making in the Big Ten at SEC, you don't think they wouldn't foot that bill for about a couple of years to make quadruple the money on the back end that they would have been making in the ACC. Like, come on, people, let's not be foolish. This is all about money. You don't think the ACC granted rights? Yeah, that'll definitely keep somebody in here. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it will. The ACC needs to do some poaching of their own. Actually, I want to hear this week where y'all have done poached somebody. It may not help with the revenue catching up the SEC or the Big Ten, but doing something is a lot better than doing nothing, especially this time. I'm all for somebody being aggressive. I can't just sitting on your hands and knees and watching. That's how you get left. You get left like that. Just watching, trying to play catch up. That's what you're doing now. You've been playing catch up for the longest. Now it looks like this may be the last car heading down the freeway and y'all running trying to catch it. There's going to be 2 super conferences, Big Ten and the SEC. Who's going to be that third one right below them? Basically, it's you guys, the Pac-12 and the Big 12 fighting for that spot right up under them. You can only hope to have most of your members and not none of them defected over there. That's not a guarantee. That's not a guarantee. But if you are a fan of ACC athletics, yes, this is in the conference. This is a good time to be very worried. The only solution I see is, and they should have had this conversation. If Notre Dame ain't ready to come on as a full football member, kick them out. Hey, go on. Go do what you do. This. No, get rid of them. Because it serves you no purpose to keep having them in a conference. It serves you no purpose. Get rid of them. Get rid of them. But that's my question. Anybody live, anybody watches recorded, let me know. In your opinion, is the ACC finished? Won't go be on here all night. Quick question. Is the ACC finished? And with that, y'all have a happy 4th. I'll be uploading some shorts tomorrow. Panther stuff. I have not spoke on the Miles Bridges situation with the Hornets because it's still surreal to me. But I will be having some shorts on that. And y'all be